there, Tenno. It's Shadow Scythe, and today I want to talk about the possibility of the next 4 upcoming primes. Now, as many of you know, there's a little bit of a pattern that DE follows as far as the Prime Warframe releases. However, that doesn't mean that they stick to it 100% of the time. Nova Prime, and I believe there is one other Prime, are proof of that. But as it stands, there is the possibility that the next 4 primes in order, if they follow the release dates of the Warframes, the first one should be Oberon, which actually lines up with the fact that he's got a rework in the works at the moment. After Oberon should be Hydroid, which it's possible we might see some tweaking of Hydroid's abilities as well, because they aren't bad, but unless you're using him to farm, nobody plays him. And that should do it for the batch of male frames, and if you're asking me why I'm talking about that, I'm talking about that because Banshee Prime was the last frame that we got, and she was number 2 in the last batch of female Warframes that dropped. Which is why it should be those 2 whenever the next Prime comes out in June. Providing that I'm actually 100% accurate on my dates. So it should be June, it might be July. But other than that, okay.
The captive has been escorted to
Wow, they did not waste any time. But after those 2, the next 2 female frames, providing that this all holds true, should be Zephyr and Mirage in that order. Which I do hope that they not necessarily a rework, but they at least do something about Zephyr's first 2 abilities. Because with Parkour 2.0, her first ability is pretty much useless. And then Dive Bomb makes her a corny little Dive Bomb Vortex build, if you know what you're doing. But it's not all that, it's not all that great. So I do hope to see a little bit of a change with her abilities whenever they finally get around to priming her. And for those of you that absolutely love Zephyr, here's your chance. Because as it stands, Zephyr should be the last primed Warframe to drop this year. And we are waiting on this Rhino. Holy crap. But then after that, the first prime that should drop in 2018 should be Mirage, which I do plan on getting her. Well, I plan on getting all of them. But I'm really looking forward to Mirage because I have a lot of fun with the base Mirage as it is. I'm slowly working her back into my play routine just to kind of stay fresh with ability combos and everything. However, like I said before, this is purely my speculation and what I think's gonna go down. That just because they are the next 4 in the pattern does not mean that they will be the next 4 primes to actually drop. So, if you agree with me, that's cool. If you don't agree with me, that's also cool. Like I said, this is my opinion. But that's all that I really wanted to talk to you guys about today. If you like this video for whatever reason, hit that like button and subscribe. If you would like to stay up to date with me outside of my regular video updates, check me out on player.me and Twitter. Links are in the description box below. And you can check out my Patreon link if you would like to support the channel and its endeavors. Link for that is also in the description box below. And until next time, Tenno, stick to the shadows.